guys, what's up? It's me, Weston.
And Marcelo.
And welcome to Trash Talk.
Arc 5.
Yeah.
Yet again. Awesome stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying this arc because, again, there's a lot of variety now and lots of cool stuff are going to be happening with this arc.
Yeah, so with, so the game we're going to be doing, I had a little mind fart there, I'm sorry.
It's another spin-off.
It's another spin-off game. And that game is...
Tekken Tag Tournament.
Alright, so here's the box for the game.
There it is.
And here's the back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, Tekken Tag, I almost said Tekken Tag 2. That's the one I really like.
Yeah,
but
that's
I like
the one I
well.
also enjoy.
So, go ahead with Simmer.
So, alright, so this game was made by Capcom, or
Namco.
Namco.
You just pissed off a whole lot of people.
I know, I'm sorry!
Congratulations.
I'm sorry!
Namco.
Okay, so this game was done by Namco. This ain't Street Fighter, so...
Alright.
And the game was,
It
It came out October 26, 2000.
There we go.
So we're doing another 2000s game.
We love to rehearse. Anyway. Yeah, this is the first Tekken spin-off game after the first three came out when they did. So this technically makes it the first PS2 game for the new console. And it's good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Bye, see you guys later. That was what I was talking about.
But how awesome is it? Well, let's go over the story first off.
There is none.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There is no
Since
story.
it's a spin-off game, there's really no story. What's the story? Tekken!
They're fighting.
They're just fighting.
But the cool thing about this, which we can start off here and then slowly go into gameplay with this one thing I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure, so this is of course the first Tekken game to do this, and most of the Tekken spin-off games of, would you call them the main Tekken? There are a lot of Tekken spin-offs, but of this more main Tekken spin-off line, I guess you could say, are predicated around tag battles. So this is the first Tekken Tag game, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the first 3D fighting games to have tag stuff. If you've played Mortal Kombat, I think it's 9, I think has this.
9 has this.
And, oh, that's ringtone, don't mind it. Other games that have tag nowadays, Skullgirls, I think Street Fighter might have this. I think Tekken started that. I think. Don't quote me on it, but it's one of the
It's definitely one of the first to utilize tag.
It's one of the first I've seen, yeah. So it's cool though. I like the way it's implemented.
Yeah, so with that...
It's not like jarring or anything.
Yeah, so with that, we can talk about gameplay.
Yeah.
So, basically, there's a whole thing with just tag battles and all that. I think there is a single-player mode, correct?
Yeah.
There is a single-player mode.
You can play singles.
Yeah, you can play singles.
Which is technically traditional Tekken.
Well, yeah, traditional one-on-one, but then there are the tag battles and all that. And pretty much how the tag buttons work, it's not as precise, I would say, as Tag 2.
Yeah.
Basically what you do is you press the back bumpers, either the back bumpers, to tag out.
L1, L2, R1, R2. I know them by that, he calls them bumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can just say a bit about Tekken Tag 2 in this, just for a little quick comparison. Yeah, as you just said, any of the shoulder buttons, any of those work to tag out in this game. In Tekken Tag 2, they limited it. I didn't want to like stutter, so I enunciated it.
Limited it.
It's limited to the either front or back, but it's not all of them, I don't think. So they made it a little more. I think that was to clean it up, but I kind of do wish that they left them all four. But that's that game. So it is pretty well implemented. You can, if you pull off precise moves and precise button pressing commands, you can. In battle, you can do tag throws and tag attacks, which are pretty cool. Plus, there are just some creative ways to tag out and tag in and so on and so forth. But it's pretty neat. You also have
team battles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have team battles, and everybody that plays Tekken, you guys know what this is.
They started that in Tekken a want to say 3, but it might have also been 2. It was not number 1.
We'll have it right here.
It was either in 2 or 3. Yeah, you get to go up to 8 players and then duke it out like that. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's like, oh no, I lost that character. It's okay, you have like 6 more you could use.
Yeah.
Up to 6 more. You can predicate it to how many players you want. If you want to do like a 4-on-4, you can do a 4-on-4, but it goes up to 8.
It doesn't have to be equal. It doesn't have to be equal. You can do like a 3-on-5 or like a 2-on-6.
If like one player is better than the other player, or if you're just having bets like, oh yeah, I could kick your ass with only 1 character.
Yeah.
You could totally do that. I don't know if anyone's that good.
Tekken Tag, the game, there's parts, there's billions of people out there, most likely.
Billions.
That is that good. Billions, yes. Not a couple thousand, a couple hundred billions. That makes up the majority of the world. Anyway, so, what was I going to say before that though? So you've got the opportunity, the chance, you've got the ability to play against a friend or have the 2 friends on a team versus another 2 on a team. So this makes it, with that in mind, the first 4-player Tekken game. And that's really neat.
That is awesome.
Of course, now, kids out there, listen up. Those who don't know, I don't have one to show at the moment. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to go running over to my room and grab it.
As much as he wants to.
To show you guys what it looks like. We don't have, these consoles don't have 4 controller slots and all that. I mean, even some, we got wireless controllers and all that now. We had to use the multi-tap, little kids, and it's bulky. It's like a fucking brick. It was, but the PS1's multi-tap was like a fucking boomerang. It was like triangle shaped. That one was just weird. But multi-tap was the way to do 4-player, so.
I didn't have to deal with that.
With your Nintendos with 4 slots and...
Not even Nintendo, I just didn't play video games.
So, first 4-player Tekken game, really awesome. The tagging is not like, it's not convoluted, it's just touch of a button.
Just like, meh, and then you could just BAM!
It doesn't take like 5 hours for them to tag out or so. It's not weirdly, it's not wonky, it's not weirdly implemented, it's just
It's
fine.
very well implemented, actually.
Yeah. Seeing as you can get creative with those moves and such, it makes it cool.
Yeah, so it makes it a very viable gameplay option
you don't
for
just,
you guys.
You don't just have that, you've got your single player for your story mode to unlock like the movies, the little videos, their ending videos, and also extra characters. This is one of those games that had unlockable characters, and sometimes you didn't know which characters they were going to bring back. They pretty much bring back everyone from the first 3 games, for the most part. And so you've got that, you've got, so that's arcade. You got versus, you got team battles with the 8 players, you've got...
Then you also have time attack.
Time attack, survival mode, see how long you can go without getting defeated. And then you got Tekken Bowl. Have you played that? We did not play that, did we? Or have you played that?
No, we have not.
Tekken Bowl, okay. Oh my god, I wish we could have played that before we recorded this. Tekken Bowl is what it sounds like. It's literally Tekken bowling. It is fun. It is really fun. The pins aren't pins. They're golden trophies of Heihachi's head. It's awesome. It's awesome. What I love about this, and those of you guys, I think you know what I'm about to say, if you know this. With certain characters that have like a really good arm, really strong arm, because it does matter what characters you choose. You can do pairs. I think you can also do singles, I think, with this mode. But to just try and get the most points, bowl a perfect game, whatever the case may be, it does kind of matter for the most part. And another nice touch, which we could mention instead, I'll just mention it here. Every time you choose whatever, based off whatever character you choose in Tekken Bowl, their like eyesight, like the way you, when you have it set up, you can move your character and they kind of shuffle back and forth, so you can line up your shot. When you're about to bowl, it goes into a first-person mode, and based on whatever character you are, if you're a human, it's a regular kind of sight. If you're a robot like Jack, it turns into like a kind of like what you would see, like that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, like Terminator vision.
Yeah. So that's really cool. But here's the good part: if you got someone with a good arm and you angle it to someone in the crowd, because on either side of you there's a crowd, you can knock a couple people out. The funny thing though is that they don't show it. It's still straight at the pins, but you can see your ball woof, go off frame, and the camera just kind of shakes and it goes KO. and when you see that guy again, well, when you see the crowd again, that guy that you hit won't be there. It's great. It's funny. It's a little nice detail of like it's just great.
Oh,
I wish we could have gotten you to play that before we recorded this.
You should have told me about it.
I forgot to, but afterwards
We'll definitely do it after recording.
We can say, okay, we'll do this. Tell them what you think about it in the Arc 5 update video.
Oh, I will.
We'll do that. It's fun. It's a really fun mode. So let's kind of go off that train and get into the aesthetics now. So,
as he was talking about, the aesthetics are pretty nice for a PS2 game.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
As we talked about in Crash Bash with being polygons and polygonal and such, since this is a PS2 game, it does look more polished. They look less polygonal and more smooth and actual people.
Yeah, and you could definitely tell that from Devil's design in the game. we'll show you a picture. That guy needs to put on some clothes.
It's hilarious. So
yeah, with the PS2's limitations, they did a good job with how the characters look, especially for a launch title.
Yeah.
They look pretty nice.
Feels like Tekken. It's still it's what you expect. Like we were saying, Crash Bash, it's what you expect from a Tekken game, even though it's a spin-off. So it doesn't really waver. It's just the lack of the story that is like, okay. But again, it's more gameplay driven. It doesn't really matter in this case. So let's take a look at the box cover.
Yeah, so with the box cover actually looks pretty nice too.
It's really funny because, okay, so of course they're still acting like Kazuya is the main character in this, which he still pretty much is, but this is his last game as like the more he's still front and center because it's always revolved around the Mishimas and the Kazamas, but Jin becomes more of the prominent one on the covers after this. Tekken 4, he's front and center. Tekken 5, he's front and center. Tekken 6, it goes back to Kazuya. So Tekken 7, I don't know what they're gonna have on the box cover for that. But you got him on the back looking all like, oh, devil possessing me and shit. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I let you in. I don't know. So, it's a pose he does in the opening cinematic, so there's that. You also got your screenshots. Welcome to the Kingdom of Iron Fist tournament, even though it's a spin-off tournament. So, it was really funny because, as you can see, okay, so what is it again? Okay, so, a weird theme. You can see an outline right here of a person that is also for some reason Kazuya, but because you see how it's lighter here, sorry that I'm obstructing you, see how it's lighter here and darker where all the other characters are kind of fading in and such, there's another like superimposed or something into the back of everyone else is a figure which is, like I just said, it's also Kazuya, because you can see his eye right here, right? There's an eye. I always got confused as to what that eye was doing there because I can see these other characters, and when I was younger I was like, who's that? It's just an eyeball. What? So I got really confused, but then looking, you can see his hair strands right here and all that. It may be Jin, but it looks more like Kazuya, even though Kazuya doesn't have, it's all combed over. So it may be Jin instead of, because he's not in with these other characters. But it always did confuse me as to,
yeah.
That's that. What do you think of the box cover?
Box cover is pretty nice.
Pretty
Especially,
standard.
yeah, pretty nice for PlayStation game.
Pretty much. You don't have much to say on that. It's Tekken. It's just Tekken. It's got the characters. You know these characters if you're a Tekken fan. Even if you're not, you'll get used to them.
You got a nice box cover, okay.
They include, again, all which we'll talk about in characters as well, but all the characters from the past 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's really it. So let's go on now to soundtrack. What did you think of the soundtrack? Did you really get?
I didn't really hear the soundtrack too much.
From some of the songs, you're like, whoa, this song's we kind of jived to it a little bit as we were playing. Sort
Yeah,
of.
kind of, yeah.
Something else I should have told. I'm a poor friend. I didn't show you. There is a soundtrack thing where you can listen to the songs.
Oh.
I forgot about it.
Well, then,
So
in most fighting games, like, soundtrack isn't really important and stuff. Like, it just needs to get you in that mood. It doesn't have to be grand or spectacular.
Yeah.
Some games have it, others don't. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat X here.
Yeah, if you ever ask me, hey, did you like that soundtrack from Mortal Kombat X? I'll be like,
What soundtrack?
yeah, what?
No, the soundtrack is pretty basic for Mortal Kombat X, but we're talking about Tekken here, so you can talk more about the soundtrack.
We're talking about Tekken. So yeah, the soundtrack has more of like a techno-y sound to it, a more techno sound, not dubstep. Actually, Tekken Tag 2 has dubstep, and that sounds really good. But again, back to Tekken 1, Tekken Tag. We've got more techno sounding. It still has some rock here and there, but it's more primarily, because it still is varied, but it is, techno is more prominent in this soundtrack, which never really was the case in the past games. In the past games, they did sound, especially Tekken 2, and pretty much Tekken 1 as well, sounded very 90s, like, it's just apparent that it's a 90s game. Tekken 3 kind of, it's still like a late 90s, so it's still prominent that it's a 90s game, but it's got more rock in it and more like a little edgier. It's not like dark or anything, but with the music, it's pretty memorable. It's really good. With this soundtrack, it's more techno-like, and again, some tracks are pretty memorable. Other ones, not so much, unless like you have to hear it and then be like, oh yeah, that one. But you're not gonna really completely forget it. As a casual fighting game, fighting gamer, you think, oh, it's good. For Tekken, we kind of have standards, I guess. So like, it meets them okay. It's pretty good.
So with that, now let's get to the characters. And how many characters aren't in this game?
Like I said, almost everyone from the first 3 games, with the exception of two. The very first Jack Robot from the very first Tekken doesn't make an appearance, and Gon, the little orange dragon who makes a cameo playable appearance in Tekken 3. They're not here. Oh, and Dr. Boskanovich, he's part of Yoshimitsu's storyline. He was another hidden playable character in Tekken 3. He's one of the guys you hit in Tekken Ball. It's funny. It's so fun if you have to play that. After this, we're playing it.
Yeah, no,
definitely. He's one of the guys
pretty much, again, like we've been saying, pretty much most of the characters from the past 3 installments of Tekken show up here. So it gives you kind of a, like, there's definitely...
Talk about variety.
Yeah, talk about variety. So you have Ogre, you have Kunimitsu, you have Yoshimitsu. His third, pretty much his most popular version of Yoshimitsu was in this.
Yes.
Is form in Tekken 3. That one makes an appearance. Then there's Kazuya, Devil Kazuya, which is just called Devil.
Angel, because you can play, that's an alternate. That she appeared in Tekken 2. Comes back in Tekken Tag 2. So, yeah.
And just Hayachi and just all the characters you expect.
I just thought about this. It's really funny that you said they should put some pants on Devil, because Kazuya's version of Devil in Tekken Tag 2, I think, has pants. So, there we go. God damn it. Okay, so I just had that thought. But yeah, they all play the same way you would expect as they had in the previous games. If you've played the previous games of Tekken, then you play this game pretty much down to a T. They actually included some new characters. You've got a variant of Mokujin who's made out of steel called Tetsujin, and you've got Unknown, a new villain of this game, which again doesn't make any kind of appearance in the main series games, but in Tekken Tag and Tag 2, she's here. And the story with her is actually, I'm not going to get into a big tangent or anything, but the story with her is very weird because she is hinted at to be somehow related to Jun Kazama, Jin's mom, and they look very similar. And her Unknown's default style is that of Jun's, but otherwise they don't really have much of a relation. And then in Tekken Tag 2, they just straight up went, yeah, Jun is Unknown. Because you remember her boss battle, and the first half is Jun Kazama, second half she turns into Unknown. So, but even within those 2 games, that continuity is like weird. So, it's very odd. Well, there was something, I didn't ask you necessarily to remind me of it, but there was something I was going to mention in this part about something with the aesthetics or something or other from the previous games. What was that? I forget. Let's not just stay silent for too long thinking about it, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't really get what you mean.
There was something I mentioned to you before filming. I don't remember. Anyway, so many characters, and
around like 30 or so, I want to say, like around that many. So there's definitely a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
Pretty much all your favorite's gonna make it in there, unless your favorite
he was Dr. Boskanovich, Jack 1 from the first Tekken, or Gon. He's gone. That was super lame. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Hey, Tekken Tag 2 bumps that. Tekken Tag 2 trumps Tekken 1 by adding in everyone from they take the first 3 Tekken games, put them all in there, and then do Tekken 4, 5, and 6, and put them in there. So you've got almost everyone, again, excluding, no, Boskanovich comes back, but not Gon and not Jack 1. And sadly I don't think even Jack 2 makes an appearance in Tekken Tag. I don't think in Tekken Tag 2. But everyone, almost, including all new characters from 4, 5, and 6, make an appearance in Tag 2. It's crazy. So
yeah, but in Tag 1, just everyone.
From what came out at the time, it was the first 3.
So that must have been a really big deal, because oh my god, all my favorite characters are here. Oh my god. Yeah. And then you can play team battle with all your favorite characters and stuff and kick everybody's ass, or just get your ass whooped.
I'm trying to say something there.
You suck.
Oh my god. So
with that, now let's ask the question.
How'd this do as a spin-off?
Did well.
It did well.
It did well. There's a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah.
It still holds up pretty well today.
Hell yeah.
It's still fun to play.
I still think if it wasn't it had to be one of the ones that paved the way for gameplay such as Skullgirls and all that, with the tag system and all that. Again, not to go on record, but if this is not the first, it's one of the first.
It's definitely one of the first
fighting games to implement tag, and it
implemented well. So with that, what do you give the verdict?
Yes,
verdict.
My verdict would have to be. I wanted to give it a straight 5 out of 5. I'm not sure if I will, because I'm trying not to be biased. You know that we don't be biased here. We're not biased here. That's the way to grammar that sentence. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Let's just, you know what? Fuck that. 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. That's the final verdict, because I don't have a reason. It's a good game.
I will give it a 4 out of 5. It's a fun game. The soundtrack was a little bit more memorable to me, and all that, I would raise it up a little bit more. But it does everything it needs to do. It's a good game. It's a good fighting game just to play with friends and all that, and just whoop their asses or get your ass whooped.
Is there anything we can say that's even a little more critical about this? Because I honestly, seriously, in the heat of the moment, can't really think of much. Watch me come up with something after we hit the record button one more time to end the episode. I'll probably think like, I forgot to say this. But is there anything you can say that's stretched to say something a little like they could have improved or something? Soundtrack could have been a little more memorable, I guess.
Soundtrack could have been a lot more memorable. I do like techno beats in fighting games. I wish, they had a bit more variety with music and all that. And with some of the characters, I wish they could have changed up some designs. Put some pants on Devil, because he got a nice booty, but I don't want to see it. But I'm not the target for that. If you're trying to get girl gamers, it's just like, hey, girl gamers.
Demon guy with no pants. But
he has a nice butt.
pointy tail.
Maybe. And then, yeah, just with some of the character designs, I feel like, they were really good. I wish they could have been touched up a little bit better, but other than that, it's really good.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Do I want to stay with 4.5? We already said it. I might as well just stick to it. So with that, that's pretty much it. So we got one more episode, and then we're going to go off on a small break to catch up on the last 5 episodes. So with that, I'm Marcelo.
And I'm Weston.
And this was Trash Talk Part 5. See you guys later.